Hi, I'm Lizzie, welcome back to my channel. I hope you are well. Today I have a wedding guest makeup, like chatty, get ready with me, tutorial, whatever you want, walkthrough. I went to a wedding recently in Lake Como and it was phenomenal. The coffee, the food, the fashion, everything was just perfect, and the sun as well. It was so good. The wedding was amazing. The bride and groom looked incredible. I'm going to chat through like what I did to prepare my skin, what I did on the day. It took me about an hour, and this is just to complement my dress, which I'll go into it more in the video, but it's like an off-shoulder one. It's this royal blue, but I didn't want anything too heavy on the eye. It's gorgeous lace. It's so beautiful. It was so comfy as well. Apart from my shoes, they were awful. I'll try and put photos in where I can. Yeah, I hope you enjoy. Cool, I'm just going to go straight into this. So I have got this as my base. I've got the L'Oreal Hydrogenious Moisturiser mixed in with the La Roche-Posay and Thelios, I can never pronounce this. Basically SPF, so I just put that on the back of my hand and then rub it into my skin, and that protects me for the day. Now I was aiming for a nice glowy look, and I really wanted my skin to be really good. You will see I have this lovely spot, and hello naked face on the internet. Yeah, I have all my stuff here. This one is a bit of a new one, but it's makeup setting spray, same as anything else. But this stuff managed to fit in my hand luggage on the plane. Now I will go into detail of trying to get that on the flight because oh my gosh, what a mess. So this is pretty much a basic look, and I'm going for the glowy look, a simple eye, because I wore a blue dress. I've actually got it here. It's this one, it's inside out, but it's this gorgeous like strapless off the shoulder dress, and it's like this gorgeous floaty lace, very like mixed with the Italian theme. But I just want to like go into what I did for my makeup. It's very simple, a very neutral look, glowy eye, and I'm trying to do my best. I'm not a makeup artist, but this is the kind of thing I want to see. So yeah, I hope you enjoy it. So we're just going to go straight in. So as I said, I wanted glowy, so I went in with this as my base. Now this is the Lacura Snapshot Ready Illuminating Primer. I will try and describe my experience in Italy whilst doing my makeup. This is a first, but I hope I do well, so I just put that across my face. But yeah, I'm just going to start by going from the very beginning. So it was a long weekend basically in Lake Como. It was amazing. It was honestly one of the best like short breaks I've ever been on. It was beautiful. Like I didn't know Italy could be so beautiful, and I'll tell you what, I really want to go back after that. So it was just gorgeous. Like it was my boyfriend's friend's wedding, and we went there on the Friday night and we came back on the Monday. I just got my foundation next, so I've rubbed that into my face, the primer, and I've got my Beauty Pie foundation, which if you've watched my previous videos, you will see that is my favourite. I've actually been changing the way I put my makeup on. I've actually put it on the back of my hand by accident, but I've been doing it onto the brush, whereas before I would do it onto the sponge. So I just put this across my face, and then I literally just blend like hell into my face. We went on the Friday night, straight after work, to the airport, and it's meant to be like a 2-hour flight, and it ended up being like 1.5 hours. So that was really good. Even though we set off like half an hour late, I'm just gonna take my bracelet off. It was really good. We went with British Airways, and it was just like any other normal airline, I'd say, just really good. But going through the airport, because I only had hand luggage, you know, if you've been before, it's just 100 mils on liquids and stuff. I was a bit too optimistic at what I could fit in that one bag that you're allowed on the plane. Yeah, they were very understaffed. We were held back quite a bit, and I had to shove some in my boyfriend's little plastic bag carry-on. So I had to leave behind my shampoo and stuff, but like my makeup was in that, and I was like, oh, I cannot leave that. So I sacrificed that and just got some at the other end. But I was getting so stressed because I thought I was going to faint at one point. Anyhow, the flight was perfect. It was fine, really smooth, really good. So I'm just keep on blending that in. And then we got to, I think we flew into, yeah, we flew into Milan Linate, and then got a taxi from there to Bellagio. We got the taxi on booking.com through our, I want to say, apartment booking. So that took us just over an hour, I want to say like an hour 20 to get there from the airport. And we got there, and oh my gosh, it was so cute. I wish I took more pictures of the apartment because it was just so cute. It was really cobbly in Bellagio. If you're thinking of staying there, it is so cobbly and very hilly, so bear that in mind when you go. You have to be very fit and just very patient. Oh, when we got there, it was so beautiful. It was dark, and we went to a welcome dinner, so everyone was on like their 3rd or 4th course by that point, I think. And we got there, and they thankfully saved some food for us. And oh my gosh, the food when we were there was amazing. It was so good. So it was like a fish risotto to start. I didn't really taste the fish, just like very salty. And then we had like beef and carrots and stuff, and then a few puddings, of course tiramisu, a limoncello pudding, and I tell you what, I knew they did coffee in Italy well, but blooming hell, they did coffee a lot. They did an espresso before bed, would you believe? Like, I know that's like the done thing. I think it's meant to like cleanse your palate or something, but I wasn't too keen on the limoncello, so I left that to my boyfriend and he really liked it. The tiramisu was pretty good, but I was like so full just after the first course. It was really good. They did some speeches and we got to chat with our friends that were there, and it was just, there's something about it. If you've been with friends abroad before, there's just something, it's just magical in the air. Like you're there for like this one reunion, all the friends and family are there. Oh, it was stunning. Yeah, it was in this like restaurant like right by the lake, and there were so many of us. I think there were like 50, so that's still quite small for a wedding, but everyone who was there went to the first bit of the wedding and the reception after. Right, I'm just gonna go with my concealer now because that is pretty much blended. Sorry if I get really rambly in this video, I'm just trying to fit everything in and do the makeup whilst I can. But yeah, I've got my two concealers that are like my fave, so I go in with like the darker one on the inside and then over my little new friend that I developed after the wedding, thankfully, and then I just brighten it all up. I don't know if I'm doing this right. I do this thing where you do the triangles under your eyes and it's supposed to like brighten them, so we'll just do that, and then I'll do the blending with my brush again, just like this, and then I'll go in with my sponge after. Yeah, before I used to do all my makeup just with my fingertips and a sponge. I've seen there are some pluses to that, but I'm trying something different. Yeah, then I go into the corners of my eyes with the sponge. I got like these sponges in like a pack of pack of 4 for like £6, which is really good when you compare it to like the usual like beauty blender and like Real Techniques as well. Like they're good sponges, but these are just as good. I got them in TK Maxx. They have some hidden gems in there. There is nothing I can do to cover this spot. You see, nothing is covering that bad boy. Ugh. I gave myself like an hour to do my makeup on the day, which I think was quite good, and to get ready and stuff as well, because I really didn't do much with my hair. Right, just get the makeup off my lips. That's mainly done, and then I'll just go in with my powder, whereas before I would just go in with the spray on top. I'm just going in with my powder. This is just a little collection one, and it's a loose one, so I just set that on my makeup. Before I used to do the setting spray first, but now I've swapped those round, and just not a lot. You really don't need a lot, otherwise I find it like can make it crease. Yeah, on to waking up the next day was the wedding day on the Saturday. It was all happened in the afternoon, so we had the morning to ourselves. So my boyfriend and I, we went for coffee, and I couldn't believe how cheap it was. We've got, I think it was €4.90 for 2 coffees. So an espresso, my cappuccino, which was divine, and 2 croissants. Oh, it was so good. I had a pistachio one. Like for the rest of that weekend break, I could not find another one. Just found like chocolate ones, but pistachio there, oh, it was delicious. Yeah, I've done the powder, and then I'll just go in with this. This is from Aldi, and it's just the makeup setting spray. I think it's meant to be like Urban Decay or something, so I just close my eyes. Oh, yeah, really don't need a lot. Not tried that. Oh, that smells quite nice too. But a lot of the focus is on the eye and just getting that right, because when I did it, it lasted the whole day. So I got ready about 1, and it lasted me through till like 1 AM, which is when I came back, because it was such a good night. Next, I've got my Naked Basics little tiny palette, and it's got all these like neutral colours, and then I'll add a bit of pop afterwards. So I'm just going out with Walk of Shame, just all over the lid. It's like this neutral one. Tap that, then just this nice brush, and all over. So yeah, we got breakfast. That pistachio croissant was delicious, and the cappuccino was divine, and they do espresso really well there, like €1 or €2 depending on where you are. I thought Bellagio would be really expensive because it's like a touristy town. I'd say the shopping malls, those things are quite expensive, but we didn't get anything. We mainly got the food. It was delicious. Yeah, and then after that we had more coffee with some friends right down by the lakeside, and I don't think they charged us extra, which you normally get when you sit outside. This was fine. We got, I think I had like a latte macchiato. Oh, so good, so good. I'm just carrying on with that shade again. So delicious. It's like, I can't describe it. But then I had an espresso as well, but then just, I wasn't too keen at that point. They're very bitter. Again, after like however many coffees I'd had by that point, I was buzzing and a little bit anxious, even though it wasn't my wedding day. And then we had, I think it was like a street food pizza, and I tried to speak Italian, but you're fine. If you speak English, they're fine. They speak perfect English. But I just try to give it a go. I don't know about you, but I try to give it a go when I'm in a foreign country, just to understand like the basics, like your please, thank you, hello, uno pizza, per favore. I promise I can speak better than that. Yeah, we just had a little margarita from the street food just down from our apartment. Our apartment was really close to anything. It was like at the top of the hill. Then you can easily get to everywhere from there. I'm just going in with Naked Tuna, which is like this slightly darker brown, but not quite too dark. And then I'll just go with that in the crease and just blend, 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 blend. So yeah, we had that pizza. I think I had like half of it because it was like, oh, it was so big. It was like €4 and you got a decent portion, like probably like that for one square. So yeah, boyfriend and I shared that one, but we tried more pizza later on the following day. Oh, it was so good. Just honestly, the food in Italy was incredible. When you're there, it's just a rule, it's the law, you have to have pasta or pizza when you're there. Yes, I got changed, did my makeup, it took me about an hour, got in my shoes, which killed for the rest of the day. I had to walk down from the apartment to the lakeside in my socks, but I'm so glad I brought them because there was a slight breeze. That was the only day it wasn't really sunny of the weekend, but still, it was all the same, it was truly magical. Cool, so the wedding was about 2 o'clock in the afternoon on the Saturday, so we met our friends, had a few more drinks, and then, would you believe, we got a private boat to this like big villa where the wedding was being hosted, so we got a lovely view of Lake Como, and I'll try and put photos where I can throughout this video. Oh my gosh, it was honestly so beautiful. Our hotel was our Bellagio is actually near, if you've watched Casino Royale with the James Bond Casino Royale with Daniel Craig, where he's recovering, there's the big house on the corner, and we saw that on the way back actually when we came home from Lake Como, and it was stunning. But all the buildings around it, oh, it's just gorgeous. They're like tropical colours, and your deep viridian green shutters, just so beautiful. That was honestly a stunning boat ride. So I think that was about 20-30 minutes the way around. Got some gorgeous photos, and then we got there. Stunning. The groom was there waiting for us in his tux, and he looked dapper. Everyone was so happy to see one another, just like it got to this moment. And like, this is like the first wedding I've been to in like 6 or 7 years where I've been a guest, and everything was just perfect from the moment we got there. There was music playing, like 2 guitars throughout the whole day. Oh, it was just so beautiful. Like, everything had been thought through. So yeah, just blend, 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 blend. I've got 2 more eye things that I used. So I've got this Bounce Back collection one. I think I used this on the day. And then this Kiko like shimmery palette. This is in the shade 20 Baked Eyeshadow. That is just so gorgeous. It's like these duotone goldy brownie colours. And then this one is just like this iridescent colour. So I think with this one, did I put it at the top? Yeah, just at the top here, add some zing. And then just this one on top. So yeah, we got there, and I think it was about 2 hours until, well, maybe 1 hour until the actual ceremony. So we were there with our drinks, there was lots of Aperol spritz, infused water, juice, and then they had like a meat platter or something, like loads of meat being cut off the bone, cheese, olives, you name it, just loads of Italian food. It was beautiful. And then the groom was like chatting to everyone, seeing how we were, and then the ceremony arrived. By this point it was a bit cloudy, a bit overcast. There was some spitting as we took our seats. But yeah, when we sat down, wow, the tears started to flow. We looked at the groom, he was so ready. We were all looking forward to seeing the bride. And when she came out, so did the son, and the bride was just, I can't describe just how beautiful she looked. Just any bride, like what you dream of. It, oh, amazing. So yeah, I'm just gonna curl them, and I'm gonna use these products on my eyes. So I've just got the Kiko Green Me mascara and a primer, which I'll put on before. That's a Revolution one, and that's like really cheap. I just put that on before. Then when she came out, I can't remember the songs. I think it was Coldplay, I'm really not sure. And then their vows were just incredible. So beautiful, so personal. And the guy who led it, Fabio, oh, he was so hot. So hot, and his Italian accent, he was just so amazing. I think I fell in love with Fabio that day. Every little thing had been thought through, so there was a lot of photo taking after, and then we sat down for our food. Ooh, I think it was like 5 or 6 courses. We had liquid cheese to start, like liquid parmesan, so it was like baked in a way. That was okay. I don't really do cheese lots, but it was quite tasty. It was really nice. And then I want to say we had spaghetti after. Oh, so good. With truffle, would you believe? But they were just like grating it on the side, like by the gram. And this guy was loving it. He had his glove on, he had his grater, he was getting that mushroom on there. And then afterwards, yeah, there's still more food. We had beef cheek cooked in water. So it was all on this little menu in front of us. It was like glass tableware, green, sage green, and just like a super long table in white. We had Lake Como behind us, and it was just so beautiful. So we were facing the villa, but then the couple opposite us had the beautiful Como to look at. My favourite bit at weddings are always the speeches. I don't know about you, but that is my favourite, because you get to know more about the couple that you didn't realise you knew, and you know more about the person talking about them, because like they were like pooping themselves doing it. It was so beautiful. It literally moved me to tears thinking back. Oh, just so beautiful. It was such a lovely day. and they came out to their music. I think it was Taylor Swift, Love Story. But yeah, later on there was wedding cake. Oh, most delicious cake I've ever had. It was like millefeuille, so it was like layers of pastry. It was just perfect Italian, done well. Layers of pastry and then fresh fruits in between, all the sugar, all the berries. Delightful. Honestly, just such a perfect day. I loved it. And then they did their first dance to Elvis, Can't Help Falling in Love with You. And then, like, I didn't know this was a tradition or anything, but the groom danced with his mum and the bride danced with her dad. Right, slowly coming together. Anytime I go to like a party or event and there's a DJ there, I always request the Macarena and Cha-Cha Slide. I am that person. I love it. It always gets me hyped because I don't really drink. That got me very excited, very happy, and just got everyone joined everyone in. I'm not gonna lie, by like 5 o'clock, so this was before the ceremony and the sit down meal and stuff, I needed a coffee. So 5 o'clock, the best man made me an espresso. That perked me up for like an hour, but come like 10 o'clock when all the partying was going, I was upstairs napping in one of the chairs. Like, I'm not your ideal guest, everyone's different, but I was like making the most of that villa whilst everyone was like partying downstairs. Call me rude, they didn't mind. I just needed a nap. I was so tired. I don't do late nights well, but it was just so good to like have a break and everyone was there having fun. Oh, everything was just so good. I keep saying so good, don't I? And then, like I said earlier, by 1 o'clock I was done, and there were like mini buses that took us back to Bellagio because that's where most of the wedding guests stayed. I took my makeup off, had a quick shower, went to bed, and then woke up on the Sunday. Everyone was a bit worse for wear, but I was fine, just a bit tired. And then the sunshine was out. It was amazing. It was beautiful, so stunning, so warm actually. I'm actually going to go in with my palette now. I've said before it does smudge a bit. You can see like the highlighter and blush have smudged a bit. That's fine. I just get my brush and then I'm just going to get the bronzer one and bronze my face and then the blusher, maybe a bit of highlight. See, that's just like smudged everywhere, but it's still really ideal for traveling. I saved so much on packing space. So just tap that off, bronze it up baby, and just blend everything. Yeah, that Sunday was a really nice one again. Went out for breakfast. I had like a chocolate croissant, I think, and another coffee, of course. I had so much coffee when I was there. It was just so good in the sun. So we chilled with our friends, and some of them went in the lake actually, like a bit further down. Like everything there was just so perfect. Like you could walk down and then chill in the lake, and it looked really refreshing. I didn't go in, however it looked really good. And then we had more food later on. It was just the perfect time, chilling out, having a few drinks, having pizza. I think it was a buffalini thing, so it's like a margarita but using buffalo mozzarella as well. I'll try and put the names of the places we ate at down below throughout this video where I can. And it was like really affordable as well. I think it was like €9.50 or something for that pizza. In the evening we chilled again by the hotel where we had drinks before the wedding. That was really good. That gave me like real big James Bond vibes. I think that is the bronzer done, and then I'll just go and blush. On the Sunday evening we had another meal out, all of us. I think there were 10 of us, 11 of us at that point, and it was like on the tip of Bellagio, and it was just like overlooking the lake. It was so stunning. Everything was beautiful. Food was incredible, and afterwards I just needed, I don't know about you, but even if I am stuffed, I always need something sweet after. And thankfully right next to the apartment was a gelato place. I think that was like €2.50, like insane. And like, oh, it was perfect. I got pistachio, of course, pistachio ice cream and hazelnut ice cream. Oh, so good, honestly. The food, I cannot get over the food, how incredible it was. It was just so delightful. And then the following day, if you are staying in Bellagio, we were worried about how we would get back, but we got, just get my highlighter, the highlighter there on my little brush. We got the ferry at like 8:15 in the morning, and we had a coffee beforehand, of course, and it was just so perfect. We went past the Casino Royale house. We went past there, and it was like really fast ferry, and I think it's like, if you are interested, about, I want to say €15 each, €14 each one way, and it goes via the different places and then Como. And from there we got the train, so you change at Serrano and then on to Malpensa where we went, and that was just so smooth, really good. And then coming back it was like an hour and a half again on the plane, so we caught up. The wind was on our side. It was just really good. That's me done, or almost. And then we got home and I had like major wedding blues, even though it wasn't my wedding. I just had such big like wedding blues because it was so perfect. I'm just going in with this tiny little Charlotte Tilbury lipstick. I don't usually wear lipstick, but this is like a special occasion. Oh, before I do that one's called Bitch Perfect, by the way. Then I've got the Rosie for Autograph lip liner. I've had this for ages, but it like works. I'm gonna turn it up. Yeah, I got back. Everyone stayed, the camera actually died on me and I finished my makeup, but that was the last bit. But as I was saying, everyone else stayed behind for like an extra week and they went to other parts of Italy, which I so want to do. It looks incredible, all the food and all the activities they've been doing. That was mostly my wedding makeup. So I just finished with the rosy pencil and then the Charlotte Tilbury Bitch Perfect lipstick, and then I just go on with a tissue like that, and then I like soften it, and it like really mixes and blends well with the makeup. Then I finished with my brows, so I just put that in here, and then I just softened it with the spoolie. This was like £1 from Primark. Then that's mostly it, and then I just had my hair down like this for the wedding, so really not a lot to it. I tied it back when I went to bed, just so it could stay out my face for the following day. But yeah, this is the main look. I hope you like it. I hope it like inspires you if you're going to a wedding or anything, or like an event, a party, something like that. And you just need something neutral and glowy and just like brightens your face and like complements your dress as well. Like I had my blue one, so nothing too heavy on the eye. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for making it this far. If you did, I really hope you enjoyed it. But yeah, hit that thumbs up if you want, and hit subscribe. It would be great to have you around, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Bye!